Before starting this video, I just want to say I don't have Galaxy Tab S7 or S7 Plus with me, and this video is based on my limited use of Galaxy Tab S7, more with Galaxy Tab S6 and Android tablet in general. I know many of you have been thinking about buying an iPad Pro, and if you are in India, I know how hard it is to get one right now. But now that Samsung has revealed the prices of Tab S7 series, I think many of you are in the dilemma which one to go for, either Tab S7 or iPad Pro. I'll try to help you out with that today. I want to talk about the pricing first, as this will help you to decide which tablet is best bang for your buck. So you can get the base model 128GB and Wi-Fi version of iPad Pro for $699 in US and 72,000 rupees in India. On the other hand, you can get Tab S7 for 56,000 rupees in India and approximately $649 in US. You also get bank offers with both of them, and Samsung is also offering 10,000 rupees off on keyboard if you pre-book the Tab S7 series. The offer might not be same for all the countries, so please check the offer in your country before buying it. You also get 4G and 5G model based on where you live. In India, we only get Wi-Fi and 4G model for Tab S7 and just 4G model for Tab S7 Plus. You can get Tab S7 Plus for 80,000 rupees in India and $949 in US for 4G version, which is considerably cheaper than the iPad Pro. And all the offers on the keyboard and bank offers applies on Tab S7 Plus as well. So now that we know the prices, so keep that in mind while we talk about other things. Let's start with the design and build quality first. So I've used the Galaxy Tab S6 for quite some time. I have iPad Pro with me and I have used Tab S7 for some minutes in the store. So the build quality on both of them are great, so you're not compromising on any of them. And on the front, the only difference I see is the aspect ratio. Other than that, it's hard to tell the difference from the front. So let's move on from this area because it's the last area you need to worry about, unless the camera position is a big deal for you. I prefer Face ID over the fingerprint sensor of Tab S7 series. So in Tab S7 you get the side mounted fingerprint sensor, but on Tab S7 Plus you get the fingerprint sensor inside the display. I will not rely on the face unlock of Samsung. Display is where the differences start to show. Tab S7 support IPS LCD like iPad Pro, but on Tab S7 Plus you get everyone's favorite Super AMOLED display. And I will not judge you if you get the Tab S7 Plus just for its display. Trust me, I feel you. They all support 120Hz refresh rate, and because of that on S Pen and the Apple Pencil you will get the latency of 9 milliseconds. The only difference is the aspect ratio. On iPad Pro you get 4:3 and on Tab S7 series you get 16:10. If media is your priority, 16:10 is a better ratio because it's wider. But if you are browsing, 4:3 is a better ratio because you can see more content on the screen. iPad Pro supports Dolby Vision and Tab S7 support HDR10 Plus. If I keep the display technologies aside, both are pleasant to watch. But for media, I will still choose Tab S7 Plus because of those deep blacks. But a tablet is not just a display, and you need more than that from a tablet. In the world of mobiles and tablets, if you want a tablet to fit into your life, it needs to fulfill the needs of both. We understand by now that we need the best tablet from Android or iOS, and we need the best performance possible. So if you're just looking for the raw performance, iPad Pro is faster, hands down. But we always don't need the performance to use it to its potential. We just need our tablets to never lag and last longer. So in that scenario, Snapdragon 865 Plus and A12Z Bionic, neither are going to disappoint you because they are the best chipset right now the world has to offer. They both support S Pen and Apple Pencil respectively. They both have support for keyboard and mouse. Yes, the implementation is different, but they are both trying to achieve the same thing. So the question is, why would you spend extra money on iPad Pro when you can get a Samsung Tab S7 at a cheaper price with a better display? You also get the S Pen in the box, and you get the offer on keyboard cover, which is practically free. Okay, now let's talk about what makes the iPad an iPad and why Android was never able to compete with it. Even Google dropped the idea of competing in the tablet space. iPad, like iPhone, has a great developer community which create apps just for tablet, and they are more refined than any Android tablet ever was. iOS is more secure in terms of privacy, control over permissions, and the third-party application. And although Android is still catching up, but you still don't have control over Bixby. And I hate the fact that you have two app stores and any of them start randomly updating your app. As an ecosystem, Apple is well ahead. Whether it's the support with the Mac to use the iPad as an external display, or switching seamlessly between your AirPods. Sure, Samsung is also trying to make your experience seamless between Android and Windows, but they are still separate platforms. Whereas in the future, you'll be able to use same set of application on every Apple devices. There are a lot of applications like LumaFusion, Procreate, and many of them that are still not available on Android. And the palm rejection is far better on iPad as compared to Android, so it makes it the best tablet for creativity. I'm not saying Samsung does not have its own advantages when it comes to desks. Google gave up on the tablet space, but Samsung has created their own solution which is called Dex, and most of you know about it. So it gives you the laptop kind of experience, so it's very similar to Windows. You can open multiple apps at the same time, whereas on iPad Pro you can just open 2 apps and some apps as an overlay. But you have to keep that in mind if you open multiple applications at the same time, S7 is going to lag, and that sort of experience Apple doesn't want you to have. In short, if you want your tablet to act like a laptop, I think Samsung has an advantage here. But when it comes to tablet experience, iPad is far ahead in terms of fluidity, transition, animations, and RAM management, and the overall experience is much better. Samsung Tab S7 is just a bigger version of Samsung phones. Just take an example of a notification panel or settings. They are just a bigger version of One UI phone. And if you have a Samsung flagship phone like me, you can use your DeX on your monitor, and now you have Samsung wireless DeX as well. When it comes to gaming, both have their own advantages. Before Samsung announced the partnership with Microsoft with Xbox Game Pass, I would have definitely recommended the iPad Pro, but now it's a tough choice. So after all those points, if you're still not sure which tablet is right for you, let's divide it into the requirements. If you want your tablet just for media, I think Samsung Tab S7 Plus is a great way to go. You get a 10,090 mAh of battery, and you have great speakers tuned by AKG. If you want your tablet to work as a laptop, you can choose S7 or S7 Plus, they both are great. But if you want more refined experience and a better developer support and long-time support for software updates, I think iPad is a better way to go. And on DeX, you will not be able to use every application in full screen mode, so the floating experience is not the experience you want to have on your tablet. And if you want your tablet for creativity, for video editing, photo editing, or drawing, I think iPad is the way to go. In short, if you have an Apple ecosystem, don't hesitate, just go for iPad Pro. But if you have a Windows laptop and an Android phone, Tab S7 might feel familiar to you. Again, if you have a Samsung flagship phone, I think you should go for iPad Pro so that you can have best from both of the worlds. I hope my video helped you to decide which tablet to go for, and if you have more points to add, please let me know in the comment box. I'm just trying to tackle the dilemmas most of us face when it comes to technologies. So if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel. My name is Rohit. I'll see you in the next one. Till then. Before starting this video, I just want to say I don't have Galaxy S Tabs, Galaxy Tab S6, and which is considerably cheaper than iPad Pro. Damn, you're not going to be disappointed. You, Rohit.